If you're looking for a great place to find some amazing tips on every map, you've come to the right place. Your search for tips on a broad variety of maps ends here. My name is Braden, and welcome to Valve Guides. CSGO Empire is the leading site for fun entertainment in the CS community. Deposit some of your skins and place bets on which of these 3 coins you think will win. Withdraw something much better. Go check it out with the link in the description below, and you can use our code GUIDES on CSGO Empire to get 50 cents for free to start playing. Instead of sitting through a load of videos covering here and there tips, we're going to be compiling some of the biggest tips on all of the main maps into one video. Because there are about a bazillion maps in CSGO, we're only going to cover the played maps, which includes all of the active duty map pools and of course Dust 2. You can't forget Dust 2. Without any further delay, let's get right into these. Starting this list off is Overpass. While Overpass may not be one of the most played maps in the active community pool, it's a pretty important one. A great little secret on Overpass are the windows in the bathrooms near A and the other ones near B. If you can get a teammate to let you sit on their head, you can peek through the windows with some really great angles, and your teammate will be mostly covered by the walls that the windows are in. But if your enemy is trying to spot you through the other window, it will just make that much harder. Coming next is Train. Train, the map that has already been redone but still looks like all the old maps. Yeah, that one. If you're a terrorist and you planted on the B site, it's really difficult to stay behind cover while watching the bomb. A lot of people resort to the area behind B, which works great except for the fact that when you peek, you're exposed to nearly every single position. By coming up into the corner next to these boxes, aiming at the top of the door and just throwing a smoke, you can block off a large amount of the B site. As long as you don't actually hit the door, which would make your smoke bounce funny, this smoke is really easy. It closes off a large amount of B from any CTs and it allows you to check for the bomb easily. Keep in mind though that a smoke isn't a wall. You can still get shot through it, although if this smoke is used correctly, you can try to eliminate that possibility by a good amount. At our next spot, we have Nuke. Like Train, this is a refreshed map, although this one was a lot more recent. If you ever played the old Nuke, it was common for people to open Squeaky and throw a nade to break the vent and door. A great way to do this now is to come to the area right outside, but throw the grenade at the walls so that it bounces out the small window. This will blow up Squeaky door and the vent covering. And once you've blown off the door and vent, you can quickly rush down the vents onto B site, and this is really effective on eco rounds and other rounds with limited cash, but it allows you to throw the bomb down quickly. Up next is Cobblestone. This one is short, sweet, and to the point, so we won't waste any time with it. If you come to this area near A site and get a teammate to boost you, you can sit on top of this little area. If any Ts or even CTs, if that's how you're playing it, come around the corner, you'll have the advantage of surprise. It isn't that people don't know about this place, but more than people tend to don't check it because people don't tend to play in it. It's somewhat risky when you're playing on a regular gun round because once you've gotten one enemy, there isn't a lot of wiggle room to move out of the way. The rest of the enemy team will know where you are, but it's still possible to make the spot work out really well. What? Following Cobblestone is Inferno. Like previous maps, it has been recently refreshed. Fortunately, it didn't lose one of its amazing wallbang spots for Banana. If you know the CTs consistently play Car or Banana, you should be able to easily take them out with this wallbang. If you come to T apartments and out on the balcony, you will find this little flower pot. Come to the edge of it, crouch down, and aim at the edge of the curtain where the dark starts. Using an op or an auto, you can wallbang all the way down and kill the enemy sitting at Car. This can be used for easy pickings on an unsuspecting CT. If you happen to use this and it works out for you, let us know in the comments and maybe link your video to it. I'd love to see it. Nearing the end of the list, we have Mirage. What is amazing is how many people miss their nade throws from Palace into the area underneath the balcony. It's such a simple nade throw once you know it. This doesn't seem super important, but being able to throw this nade can clear out the only area you can't see when you come out of Palace or through ramp. Come into this far corner in Palace and aim at the closest visible corner of the hole in the balcony, throw your nade, and it will always go underneath the balcony. Alternatively, if Palace is smoked, you can come into this area of Palace, aim at the top left dark corner next to the gate, walk back into the corner from the previous throw, and throw the nade. This lines your aim up with the same spot without having to find it through the smoke. Using this nade, you can easily improve your A site takes. Second to last is Dust 2. As a CT trying to peek the long doors on Dust 2, you'll probably end up dying several times. A great way to prevent this unfortunate fate is to smoke off the corner before you get there. That Seems obvious, but then you wouldn't be able to kill any tea peeking out, right? Actually, if you come to the small ledge on the wall behind you and stand towards the edge of the smoke, you can actually turn the smoke into a somewhat one-way smoke. Not only will it be hard to see the top of your head through the ends of the smoke, but you're standing in an awkward angle where most teas won't be looking. Last, but certainly not least, we have cache. One of the worst things about taking B site on cache is always having to check all the corners on the site. They're already in plain view of heaven, and if that wasn't bad enough, they're staggered to make it hard to check more than one area at a time. By going into sunroom and throwing molotovs on the site, you can prevent anyone from being on the site when you take it. This might sound really simple, but if you play a game, count how many times this is actually thrown and how many times your teammate dies from someone sitting behind box on B site. Many of these can be easily thrown from sunroom by lining up the brown marks on the top of the walls. CSGO Empire is the leading site for fun entertainment in the CS community. Deposit some of your skins, place bets on which of these 3 coins you think will win, and withdraw something much better. Go check it out with the link in the description, and you can use our code GUIDES on CSGO Empire to get 50 cents for free. Well, that wraps up this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to let us know by leaving a like. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button, and if you think you have a good idea for a video, let us know down below by leaving a comment. My name is Braden, and I will see you in the next video.
Let's go.